I am very excited to submit this video on behalf of Mr. James Story. I could not think of an educator who is more deserving of this award. Mr. Story has impacted my life personally on so many levels that I can't even begin to explain. I remember having my first audition with Mr. Story, and the rest is history. He taught me everything I needed to know about being a singer, being the best, about competition, and about how to keep going even when you felt like you didn't want to keep going. Mr. Story not only impacted my life, but he impacted every student that came through his classroom. I am so proud to have been in his class, and so many of us are working in the music profession today. Mr. Story, thank you for saving our lives.
The most important way that he has impacted my career is the confidence that he instilled in me as a youngster to get up in front of people and perform in front of huge crowds and audiences, which is very beneficial for where I'm at now. Each show that I play, I'm still trying to impress the crowd and do the best that I can with my art, and that all stems from the confidence and the drive that he instilled in me as a performer when I was in high school.
James' Story has impacted this community in untold ways, not only through the lives of the students that he has coached who've gone on to bigger and better things, but also through the endeavors he's undertaken in Gallatin. He sits on my Community Enrichment Committee, which has been a citizen committee that has brought many cultural events to Gallatin. James is really a talent, and we are very lucky to have James' Story in our community.
I am pleased and honored to be able to be here today in support of my good friend James Story. James brings a unique trait and ability and drive and ambition to the performing arts, to humanities overall. And you could start to look at the list of accomplishments that he's achieved, a songwriting curriculum that's now achieved its first graduate that transfers. You could look at the collaborative CD project where we have music students, songwriting students, students in our entertainment media program and in the recording program working together to produce 2 shows per year plus CDs per year, several CDs. It is truly an inspiring thing. He's taken music and gone beyond a traditional music program and engaged students who would otherwise not be music majors in the bluegrass ensembles and the jazz ensembles and the choir and more.
James' Story has done something that a lot of music teachers have never done. He has successfully taken groups of students abroad and helped them learn music and learn the culture of students in other places. He has taught them that music is an international language.
In terms of the advocacy he's provided for music education, I think it's important to note the work he's done with the Tennessee Board of Regents, which is our governing body in the state, where he has been instrumental in helping the Board of Regents understand the need for an Associate of Fine Arts and how that impacts music education statewide. He started off as a K-12 educator and came to Vol State in 1997, and he's made sure to get the word out of how music education can make a difference in test scores and in overall college performance.
James Story is a unique human being and brings a breath of fresh air to humanities and more specifically to the performing arts.